The Farmer and the Seeds. Introduction. The Empty Field, 00 to 110. Imagine a farmer standing at the edge of his field at the very beginning of the season. The air is fresh, the soil is rich, and the conditions are exactly right. With a sense of purpose, he begins to plant. He works carefully, row by row. He places each seed into the dark earth, covers it gently, and waters it. He puts in hours of honest, back-breaking labor. But when he finally finishes and stands back to look at his work, the field looks exactly as it did when he started. It looks empty. On the surface, nothing has changed. This is the moment where many of us lose heart. In our lives, we start a new habit, a new project, or a new path, and we expect a visible sign that our effort is paying off. But real growth rarely works that way. The most important work often looks like nothing at the beginning. We confuse a lack of visibility with a lack of progress. Think about a time you started something meaningful. Did you feel discouraged because you didn't see results immediately? Today, remind yourself, just because you don't see progress doesn't mean nothing is happening. Chapter 1. The Weight of Waiting, 110 to 220. Days pass, then weeks. The farmer returns to the field every morning. He looks, he checks the soil, he waits, and still, nothing. To the outside observer, it looks like he's just standing in the dirt. This is where the internal noise begins. We start to ask ourselves, did I do it wrong? Is this even working? Should I just stop and try something else? But here is the truth. Waiting is not inactivity. Waiting is a vital part of the process. Beneath the soil, out of sight and away from the sun, something incredible is happening. Roots are stretching out to find stability. Structures are developing. Life is beginning to stir. None of it can be seen, but all of it is necessary. Without that invisible foundation, any growth that appeared on the surface would immediately wither and die. If you are in a waiting phase right now, don't try to rush the results. Focus on staying consistent. Keep watering the work you've started, even if the ground still looks bare. Chapter 2. The Logic of Invisible Progress, 220 to 330. We live in a world that celebrates the above-ground results. We see the finished book, the fit body, or the successful career. But growth does not begin where you can see it. It begins where you cannot. Before a skyscraper reaches for the clouds, the builders must first dig deep into the earth for the foundation. It's the same with learning a new skill, building your discipline, or developing your character. You may feel like nothing is changing. You might feel like you're putting in effort and getting back silence. But internally, something is forming. Invisible progress is still progress. Ancient wisdom traditions, including the Book of Proverbs, have long emphasized this. Steady development over time is what leads to a firm life. You are building the root system that will support your future. What is something in your life right now that might be growing beneath the surface? Can you trust that the process is working, even without the evidence in front of your eyes? Chapter 3. The Breakthrough, 330 to 445. One morning, the farmer returns to his field, and the view has finally changed. A tiny green shoot has broken through the crust of the earth. Then another, then a dozen more. What once looked like a barren patch of dirt is now suddenly, vibrantly full of life. It feels like a miracle, but it isn't. It's just the natural conclusion of the work that was happening all along. The problem most of us face is not that growth is too slow, it's that we stop too early. We quit while the roots are still forming, just inches away from the surface. Thinkers like Marcus Aurelius often wrote about the need for patience. He believed that doing what is right, consistently and with persistence, is its own reward, and the harvest will arrive in its own time. What might grow in your life if you stayed consistent just a little while longer? Commit to this mindset for the rest of the day. I will not rush the process. I will remain consistent. I will trust the growth I cannot see. The harvest is coming. Stay in the field. Thank you for listening. Don't forget to follow us, like and subscribe to continue growing in wisdom. For more latest and up-to-date content, join our Patreon community or download Add Faith and Wisdom app on Play Store. You can find more information in the description below.